Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this tutorial, I will show you all about advanced function in JavaScript. So let's get started. First, creating a new file. So right click, new, then select HTML file. So giving this file name JavaScript advanced function. Now changing title. So JavaScript advanced function. Then creating a JS file for this example. So again come here, then right click, new, then select JS file. So selecting JavaScript file, now giving file name JavaScript advanced function. Click on add. First, let's see how you create a constant in JavaScript. So giving keyword const, then giving constant name like name equal to Rahul, printing the value. So console.log, then passing name. Now let's link this JS file in our HTML file. So again click enter, then add script src JavaScript advanced function.js, then close the script. Now again right click on page, then click on run. Open console, and here you can see output value of name Rahul. So here you think what is the difference between variable and constant. You can also use create a variable for and printing the value. So what is the difference between variable and constant? Let's see. So you can see constant is clear, but I can't change the value of constant. If I try to change value of constant name equal to Vishal, then it will show attempt to assign read only value. Means I can't change value in constant. If I run, and you can see assignment to constant variable, which is not possible. So you can't change the value of constant, but in variable you can change the value as per your requirement. So that is the difference between constant and variable. Let's comment this. Can't set value in constant again. So this is simple example of constant. Now let's see simple example of button. So adding a button, then close, giving id equal to button, and giving click text name. So first creating a function button click 1 and printing console.log button is clicked. So you can see I created a simple example of button and linking this function to HTML button. So come back here and adding on click, then calling button click. So this is the first example of adding event listener on button. So here you can see I connect this button to function, which is first example. I will show you more about how you link button to JavaScript function. So this is the first example, directly adding on click event and passing JS function name. So let's run and click on. So you can see button is clicked. How much time click it will print button is clicked. So this is the first example of adding button to JavaScript function, means linking of button to JavaScript function. So this is the first example. Now let's see more example. So second example is, copy this, change this to true. First example of button link to JS function. Now let's see second example. So again remove this and change this ID to 1. So it's done. Now changing text. So copy this again and change this text to second example of button link to JS function. This to directly, change this to using event listener. Now let's see how you link this button to JS function. So copy this ID and come back here and creating a function button click to console.log button to is click. Now let's link the button to function. So first accessing the button, so where button2 equal to document dot get element by ID, then passing button ID, then come here below, then linking this button to an event listener. So calling method button2 dot add event listener, then in event listener passing event which is click, then passing function name. So function name is button click 2. So in this way you can link a button to a function using JavaScript. Second example of function link to button. Now let's run the again and click. So you can see button 2 is click. So in this way you can also add event listener on button, on click, on hover, more event comes. This is direct. So this is direct example and this is add event listener example of button. Now let's see one more example. So again creating button, adding BR, change this button add to 3, change this to 2, also change this to 2. Now the third example. So third example of button to JS function using button object event. Now let's see third example. So come back here and creating function again, copy this function. Now copy this function and create another function which is button 3, change this text to button 3. Now let's see where button 3 equal to document dot get element by ID, then passing button 3. Now here button 3 dot on click equal to now let's see what happened if I run, and you can see this also working. So this is third example of linking a button to JavaScript function. So first is directly by HTML code and directly calling the function. Second, using event listener, and third, using directly calling the object of onClick and linking with function. You can see here one thing you notice, you don't need to pass parameter here, only pass the function name. Same with here, you don't need to pass function parameter because we are not calling function here, we are just linking with function. So this is the example of linking a button to JavaScript function. These are the three examples which you use to link a button to a JavaScript function. Now let's see anonymous function example. So how you can create an anonymous function? Come back here, then creating a button for anonymous function example. So let's see how you can create an anonymous function. Copy this and create a button. Adding a comment, anonymous function example. Then first accessing the button 4. So where button 4 equal to document dot get element by id, then passing button 4. Now let's see how you can create a anonymous function. So button 4 dot on click and create a function. Console.log any anonymous function example. Here you can see I didn't pass the function name like ABC because this function is already calling directly on click button. So this is a simple example of anonymous function. Now let's run. Click on this. So you can see function is calling. So you don't need to define function name. This is called anonymous function. Here you can see I link with function name, which is simple function name, but here directly creating a function instead of linking with function. So this is example of anonymous function. Also you can create an anonymous function in this listener also. Let's see. Copy this. Okay, first change br, then br anonymous function example using event listener. Now let's see example 5. So copy this both. Also add a semicolon because this is statement of line. So fifth example of function link to button, link to button anonymous function using event listener. Now let's see how you can do this. So again change this button to button 5, then button 5, and change this to button 5. And here instead of passing function name, you can directly create a function. So function, and you can see this is the example of anonymous function in event listener. Again printing value console.log 5 anonymous example using event listener. Now let's run the file again. Click on this. So you can see this working with anonymous function using event listener. Also, let's see one more example. If I print value page name and here printing value page name. Let's run. Here you can see it show anonymous function name, so it is difficult to find when it comes to error. But if I use this, you can see it print the button click name, so it print the function name and it print the anonymous function name. So this is the two example for finding error, which is easy. So link with a button, you can see it show the function name but it show the button name. That's I am saying. So it's easy to find error in function rather than anonymous function. You can see it print a function name but it print only anonymous. So that's why we use to link a function event listener to a function. For now, let's move this. Now let's see how you can create a function with variable name. So let's see. So come back here, change this button to 6 function with variable name. So with variable name, let's see how you can do this. So again, where button 6 equal to document dot get element by id, then passing button 6. Now let's do this. So creating a function where button click 6 equal to function semicolon, then creating value console.log button 6 is clicked. Now let's call this method. So button 6 dot on click equal to button click 6. Now let's do this. What happened if I run? So you can see button 6 is clicked. So in this way you can create a function, also creating a variable name, then assigning a function. So you can assign a function in variable name in JavaScript, which is much more powerful and very useful in later tutorials. You can see I create a variable and only assign the function. Don't need to declare function name here, and just passing the variable name on click event. So this is another example of creating a function and linking with function. So adding comment. Sixth example, creating variable for function. Now let's see one more shorthand way for creating a function, so which is called arrow function. So come back here, arrow function example. So this is very useful in React. Please see this function because I am using this arrow function in React tutorial also. So come back here, then copy all this, paste, change this to 7th example, creating variable or creating example of arrow function. Change this to 7, button 7 is clicked, arrow function. Change this to 7, and this to 7, also change this to 7 and change this to 7. So I just copy and paste the above code, only changing button name for now. Now let's see how you can create an arrow function. For arrow function, you don't need anything. Remove this function, just parenthesis, then arrow symbol. So this is a simple example of arrow function. We don't need to declare function. Just remove the function, parenthesis, then arrow. Now let's see if I run. You can see button 7, arrow function is clicked. So this is a simple example of arrow function in JavaScript. It is much more easy and is very useful in other libraries also. So this is the example of creating an arrow function in JavaScript, which is shorthand way for creating this. Don't need to declare function, only parenthesis, then arrow function. Now let's see one more example. Function without argument means I create a function and did not pass any argument. So JavaScript does not show this argument error when calling function. Let's see example of JavaScript function without passing any argument but expecting an argument. So let's see. Copy this, change button ID to 8, then JavaScript function without passing any argument but expecting argument. So it's asking for argument but I did not pass any argument. Let's see how you can create this. So come back here and copy this all and change this to 8. Example, creating the 8 example, creating function with argument but didn't pass any value. So let's see how you can do this. First, remove this or remove this, then creating a function add number and asking value a comma b. So also change this to 8, id to 8 and 7 to 8. On clicking this, I will call a method of anonymous function. So function and calling the method add number. So here you can see means a function calling a function inside its body. So it's asking for argument. Now let's see what happened if I run. First print value console.log value of a, then printing value of b. Now let's see what happened if I run. So come back in Chrome, load the page, click on button, and you can see it's showing undefined, but I call the method without any parameter. So in other programming language it show error. That's what is the error, which show unexpected argument, required only 2 argument but didn't pass any argument, or any argument error which show in other programming language. But JavaScript does not show any error and it directly call the method. So this example of calling method without any value. Let's see passing one value. So pass the value 10 for a and again run, and you can see it print value for a and b is undefined. Also you can assign a default value. So let's create a button 9 JavaScript function with default value in function, default value in parameter or argument or parameter. Now let's see the example also. Again copy this code and change this to 9 example. 9th example of creating function with argument and default value. Change this to subtract and change this to 9. Also change this to 9 and change this to 9 and call this method subtract and remove this value. Now here subtract needs assigning so here how we can assign default value in function. Just need to add equal to, then set the value 5 be equal to 10. Now let's see what happened if I run. Click on this function and you can see it printing the default value. So this is example of creating a default value function in JavaScript. Also if I pass any value, like copy this again, subtract and 20. Let's see again. So if I run, so you can see first it print default value, then second call it print the value which I passed in function name. You can see I passed the value 10, 20. So you can override the default value of function. So this is a simple example of JavaScript function with default argument. Now let's see how you can pass array of data in function. So again come back here and creating value 9, so 10 JavaScript function with passing array in function. So let's come back here and copy this and change this to 10th example creating function with argument array. Now change this to sum of number and change this to a. So here a is array. Let's remove this and print the value. So sum equal to where sum equal to 0, then getting for loop 4 where key in a, then sum plus equal to a key, then printing value console dot log sum. Now let's see how you can pass data in this function. So change this id to first 10 and change this id to 10, change this to 10, then remove this and call function sum of number. Okay, sum of number, then passing data in array. So first add square bracket, now passing data in array. So 10, 20, 30, 5, 8. Now let's run the program. So come back in Chrome, click on refresh, then click on, you can see. So this is a simple example of passing array data in function. Now let's see another example. Instead of passing array, how you can pass multiple value in function. So it will automatically assign as an array. So this function is called REST operator. So now let's see example of REST operator. Now again button 11 JavaScript function REST operator example for passing multiple values. Now let's see how you can create this REST operator. So again copy this code and paste here, change this to 11th example creating function with REST operator. Change this id to 11 and change this to 11. Also change this to 11 and change this function name to REST sum of number 2 and calling this number 2. And instead of passing data in array, let's remove this array. And here you can see there is error. I am passing data in multiple values, but it's only asking for one input. So this will throw error. Let's see what happens if I run again. You can see it prints 0, which is correct. So let's see how you can pass multiple value which is asking for single input. So you need to add rest operator, which is dot dot dot. So let's add the comment dot dot is for rest operator which convert variable into array. Now let's run this program again. So come back Chrome, refresh. So you can see it print value 73. So this is a simple example of passing multiple value in function, and function automatically convert the variable into array by using rest operator. So this is example of rest operator, how you can create a rest operator in JavaScript. Also remember, this rest operator must be last argument. If I add here AB, then it will not work. You can say no parameter is allowed after last rest parameter, means rest operator is our last parameter. If I run this, and you can see rest parameter must be last for one parameter, so rest operator must be last. So remove this, and you want add parameter, add in first AB, and run this, and you can see it work. But what happened to value AB? So 10 will store in our AB value. If I print this value, console.log AB, then you can see 10 value store in. So AB store the value of 10. So this is simple example of rest operator. And also if you want to pass value in rest operator, pass at the beginning. So for remove this, you can see one more example. Now let's see one more example. So adding 11, 12, then JavaScript function accessing arguments keyword data. Now let's see, copy this, so change this to 12th, example of creating function. Now change this to with function, creating function, accessing arguments keyword data. So change this to sum of 3 and remove this. In place of here, you can access arguments. Now let's see. First changing this button ID to 12 and change this to 12. Then change this to 12 and change this to sum of 3. Now let's run the program. Run. Okay, AB is not defined. So remove this and run, and you can see same result. So what actually arguments do here, which I pass. So every data which I pass in our function, it store in a JavaScript function keyword. So this is inbuilt object, means this is inbuilt object of function, which is argument. So argument store all the value of function which we pass in function. So let's see if I print console.log argument. So argument is just like a global variable for function which hold all the value which we pass in our function. If I run, you can see argument, and if I click on this, so it shows the value which I pass in a function and call it length. So argument is a global variable which exists in function, and it stores all the value which we pass in our function. Now let's see another example for creating a function inside function. So again, creating a button 13, function inside function. Now copy this code and paste here and change this to 13. Example, creating function inside function. Also change this to argument is a global object inside function scope which hold all the value in array which we pass in function. Now again change this to sum of number 4 and change this to 13, also this to 13 and this to 13. Change this function name to 4 and here you need 2, so adding again rest operator a then a. Now let's create a function inside function. So again function validate num and is asking for argument, so num. Now checking a condition, so return. So I am using ternary operator which I already saw in previous tutorial. So adding num is nan, then passing num. If it's true then I return 0, else I will return num. Now here pass validate number. Now let's run the program and you can see 73, which is correct, but if I pass some data extra like ABC, which is not a number, so this will assign it value to 0. If I run and you can see ABC, but value is 73, so it will not sum up this value which is not a number. So this is simple example of function inside function. Now let's see last example, which is callback function. So come back here and button 14, JavaScript callback function. So again copy this all example JavaScript callback function, change this to 5 and change this to 14, change this to 14, also this to 14, 5. So for now I just copy and paste the above code. Now let's start our main work, which is callback function. So instead of printing this value, I am creating a function also, function print result and message console.log sum of number is value, adding plus, then printing value. So now let's see example of callback function. So here you need to add a callback function. So CB, which is callback function, then in sum of number you need to pass callback function, which is print result. So here I am passing function name, then instead of printing just call this function. So here you can see it's confusing what I do here. So first in function I add a callback function which is asking for function input. So simple example, instead of passing a variable I am passing a function name directly in function object. So here CB is function object and I am calling that CB. So it should be CB. It should be CB. So CB, I am directly calling this CB, which is calling this print result. So if we again see this, first I am passing function name, which print the value. So here is function name, which print the value, and in sum of number I am passing first function name, then value, and it asking for CB, which is callback function. After this process done, it will call another function. So this CB will call, and CB is what? This function which I am passing from here. So this simple example of callback function. Now let's see if I run, and you can see sum of number is 73. So first what it does, first I am accessing this function object here, then passing this function object in sum of number. So in sum of number it asking for function which is callback function, any function which is callback function. Then after doing operation, then I pass this value of sum in callback function. So it does not know which function is calling. If I create another function here, print result 2, if I pass this print result 2, then this function will call. Let's see if I run sum of number 2. Now let's see. So you can see sum of number 2. So what I am saying is it does not know which function I am calling. So it just calls only the function reference. So it does not know CB store which function, whether it's or this. So CB does not know which function is calling. It just calls the method which is coming from this function, which is callback function. So this example of callback function means calling a function from function and passing the function object. So this is simple example of callback function. Now let's see example of bind method. How you can assign value in function before calling it. So let's see example of bind method. Again copy this and change this to button 15, JavaScript bind method. So again copy this whole code and copy this, paste here and change this to, also remove this and change this to print result 3 and change this to number 6 and change this to 15. Example JavaScript bind method in function. Now let's see bind method. First also change this to 15 and change this to 15, change this to 15, change this to 3. So I just copy and paste the above code for now, but now let's see how bind method work. So here adding extra value which is message and change this to message. Now here you can see I am passing one value. So how you can pass the message and print result 3. So this is example of using bind function. Here you need to assign value in print result 3 before calling. So here you can see my function is calling here. So before calling, how I assign value in function? So you need to use bind. So adding dot bind, then passing first parameter, which is this, then passing value sum of number. So this will automatically assign in first parameter in message, and after assigning any value, it will automatically append the value in next parameter. So first parameter I already passed, then in second parameter it passed by CB. Now let's see if I run again. Control R, click on this, and you can see sum of number 73. So this is a simple example of bind method. Also you can assign many values. Also let's see how you can pass three value before calling function or more value. So again, passing message 2, and again assigning one more value, which is like is. So how can use this value? Again, plus, okay, and print message 2. So let's see if this is working or not. Call press, then bind method, and you can see sum of number is 73. So what bind actually does, it assign value in function before calling it. So here you can see my function is calling from this method, but my function print result 3 is calling from sum of numbers, but I assign first and second value from this before calling using bind. So bind will automatically assign first parameter and second parameter value of this function. Then after calling number option 3, it passes third value. So what actually it does, bind assign parameter in function before calling it. So that's the reason of using bind. It assigns the value before calling the function. Now let's say two more examples which I missed to show you. So let's see. First is arrow function with parameter. So creating arrow function where arrow with param, then function console dot log arrow with parameter and value 1, then call this method. So arrow with param. Now let's run this file. So you can see arrow with parameter undefined because I didn't pass any value. So let's pass this value like 50. You can see it's working, but in arrow, in single value in arrow, you can also use alternative way, like you don't need this braces, only shorthand. So you can see, so arrow function work with single argument without adding any parenthesis. So if I call again, param1 and 60, then let's see. You can see it's work with single, but if I add multiple, let's see, it will work, but didn't access the other value. So for accessing multiple value, you need to create like this: value 1, value 2. So remember, this will work for single but not for multiple. Now let's see. Okay. Value 2. Value 2. Now run again. Okay, it's calling 3. And you can see with multiple argument in arrow function, multiple argument in arrow function. So these are all the examples of JavaScript function from basic to advanced. I hope you like the video. Thanks for watching. Please like our video and subscribe our channel. And also must watch this tutorial complete. You will not face any difficulties in React tutorial.